Stealing cubes is absolutely unacceptable. If you've been to a competition, you know how people just leave their cubes laying out on tables pretty much unprotected. It is really easy to get away with slipping a cube into your bag. I'm sure if you were careful, you could walk away with dozens of puzzles that you didn't have walking in. But guys, this is not okay. If you're a person who does this or has done it in the past without coming clean, shame on you. What you did probably caused a lot of anxiety for some poor kid. That kid might never want to go to competitions again. Because of you. Stealing cubes is one of the worst possible things you can do in this community. That being said, I have a confession to make. A little over a year ago, I went to the Michigan 2016 cubing competition with Red. It was a lot of fun, met a lot of people, solved cubes, really good experience. We also got people asking for our autograph, and this was back when we had like 700 subscribers. Kinda makes me wonder what things would be like now. I don't know. My 3x3 main at the time was the Thunderclap, version 2. I know most people didn't like this cube, but I liked it. Keyword liked, past tense, I do not anymore. The time came for me to do my 3x3 solves, and I went to go grab my Thunderclap version 2. But I couldn't find it. I checked my bag, the table, did a little run around the room, and I didn't see it anywhere. Could it have been? Thankfully, I am very blessed to be a cuber with a large collection of good 3x3s. I'll just use a different one. Wait a minute. This is a flashback. I didn't have any of these cubes a year and a half ago. Plus, I only brought a small handful of my collection. I didn't have any other 3x3s. Okay, thankfully I'm very blessed to have friendship. Hey Red, let me borrow this. Thank you, I love you. I had to, at the last second, use Red's cube. Thankfully we were in different heats, otherwise I'd have been screwed. Solves get done, and we start doing some detective work. Let's find my lost Thunderclap version 2. We didn't find it, and the day was just about over. I never got any confirmation that the Thunderclap version 2 was stolen. It could have just been misplaced, but we looked for it all day and didn't find nothing. This is where confession time is going to start kicking in. But before that, I'd just like to take a second to thank all my new subscribers for subscribing. Cubeorithms has grown so much in the past month, and I super appreciate it. You guys are all so awesome. Back to the story. There was a mostly empty table with no people and just one cube. A Thunderclap version 2. Remember earlier when I said how easy it is to get away with slipping cubes into your bag? You want to know how I know that? Slip. Easy. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Blue, if it was at the table alone, it was probably just your cube. And that was my first thought too. But there were two very firm evidences proving that it wasn't mine. Number one, my original one was lubed, tensioned, and broken in, and it turned pretty good. This one felt pretty much right out of the box. And number two, I put a little blue sticker underneath the white center cap on the original. This cube did not have that. And that is why I no longer like the Thunderclap version 2. Every time I use this cube, I can't help but feel a little bit guilty. I never found out who I took this from, and I also never found out who took my original one. I think the best strategy to avoid these situations would be to just not touch anyone else's puzzles without their permission. I bet we could have avoided me losing my original one if people used that rule. I wish I could return this to its rightful owner, but there were so many people at that competition, I have no way of knowing for sure who lost it. Also, I feel like if they really liked the Thunderclap version 2, they would have replaced it by now. Again, this was over a year ago. The moral of the story is obviously, don't steal. Don't be like me. In any way. So that's the story. Just want to let you guys know that because these videos take so long to make, I've created a second channel where I post updates and trailers. So if you're ever feeling thirsty for more Cubeorithms content, be sure to check it out. Also, if you'd like to support the creation of more videos like these, then check out Speedcube Shop. Using the discount code RED_BLUE will get you 10% off your order, and some of that money goes directly into my animation budget. It's a win-win! Also, thanks again so much to all my new subscribers. I've been growing quite rapidly over the past month, and I super appreciate it. You guys are all so awesome. Thank you. Okay, bye.